Our next sorry, right. I got a little tongue-tied before I introduce you. Our next candidate, I finally messed that up for the first time. Anyway, our next candidate is at the table right now. Would you please identify yourself and the position you're running for?
Thank you. I'm Keith Liedtke, and I'm running for the position of school board trustee.
Okay, Keith, I'll try to get these questions out without fumbling. The first question we're asking everybody today is, do you live in Richmond? And if so, how long have you lived here?
Okay, my wife and I am married to a really sweet, patient lady. She's a bone marrow transplant nurse, and we live in Steveston. We're happy to call Richmond our home for the last 20 years.
Great. So you've seen this city over the last couple decades. Can you talk about what you've seen, what you like? What is Richmond in need of really badly now?
Richmond as a city?
As a city, yeah.
Gosh, there's a lot of big hot-button issues. I'm very grateful to live in the city. I think it's a wonderful city with great facilities, but the hot-button issues would be, in no particular order, I'd say affordable housing is a huge, huge issue. The next issue would be traffic gridlock. Those are two. Those are two that I'd say are the big ones.
Hearing that a lot today, of course. And could you tell our viewers a bit about your background and why you've chosen to run?
My background, I'm a businessman. I've had many businesses. For the last 15 years, I've been a realtor with RE/MAX, and I'm really privileged to be able to help people settle into the city, and I really enjoy serving the people. The question was, how did I get in?
Yeah, just your history. I mean, you've talked a bit about that and why you've chosen to run now.
Well, basically, for the last 15 years, I've been giving back to the city. I sit on various boards, very proud of a couple of them. One of them, I'm a past chair and sitting on the board of governors at the Gateway Theatre, and this exposes the people of all ages to the arts. I also am the past chair of the Museum Society, and the museum has many programs with children, including hosting the Heritage Fair. And I sit on the board of the Bayat Synagogue. I've been the past finance chair of the London Heritage Farm. And I've also mentored youth through the program that's initiated here in Richmond called Youth Now, which teaches youth how to assimilate and sit on not-for-profit boards. I'm also very involved with BC Children's Hospital for a fundraiser.
You're a busy guy. It's good to hear. That's a good kind of busy. Can we talk a bit about the school boards? How would the schools in the city? I mean, it gets. I think it's fair to say a passing grade. It's done well. Do you see areas, because this is where you're leading into, in terms of how they can improve?
I'd say the biggest. I'm not going to touch on policy. We could talk about all kinds of things like the long-range facility plan and the drastic shortage of educational assistance, which affects the special needs students in the classrooms. But I'd say the biggest thing that could use improvement would be communication. I'd say that the school board could up its standard of communicating with all stakeholders, and that includes the teachers on the front lines, the support workers, the students themselves, and also the parents. This way, the more communication, the less misunderstandings, and the more that you can have a two-way communication, you know what both needs are from both sides.
You answered that question, and you answered my next question, which was about improvement. So, Keith, I want to thank you for stopping by, and best of luck with the election.
It's a pleasure, and thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you.